Royalty families, this is Principal Johnson, and I'm so excited to engage with you virtually for our welcome meeting. Let's jump in. So our purpose is twofold today. The first thing we want to talk about is all about KIPP as a network and all about Royalty Academy. The second thing we're going to talk about is all the things that you want to hear about. The details about the start of the school year, about student registration, and we're going to talk about the KIPP commitment to excellence. And here's our agenda. First, we're going to start with a brief history of KIPP, and then we're going to jump into answering the question, who is the Royalty Academy principal? And then we're going to talk about the vision and values for the school. Welcome to kindergarten segment. We're going to talk a little bit about Royalty Pride, and then we're going to end with some next steps for all Royalty Academy families. So let's start with the history of KIPP. KIPP stands for the Knowledge is Power program. KIPP operates in 31 communities across 20 states and the District of Columbia. And we have this special little star here for our newest KIPP region, KIPP Miami. Over the past 25 years, our network has grown to educate over 100,000 students from pre-K to 12th grade. And we continue to grow to over 20,000 alumni. Overall, KIPPsters are graduating college nearly 4 times the rate of their peers. We believe that your demographics should not result in your destiny. And so, in 2018, KIPP Miami was started with a bold aspiration that one day our nation will know Miami as a city of world-class public education. And we began to live out that aspiration with our first 2 schools, KIPP Miami Sunrise Academy and KIPP Liberty Academy. And now we're growing. KIPP Miami is moving from just 1 school in 2018. We're about to open 2 more schools to have a total of 4 schools starting August 2020. And you guys will be the Royalty Academy families. And so I'm going to pause so we can show a quick video. And welcome to the KIPP Miami family, Royalty.
From a teacher standpoint, we're very, very engaged, and you're going to see teachers that really care about more than just academics, but care about the student as a person. Those are some of the things that make KIPP stand apart from traditional schools.
The teachers are so positive to the students.
These teachers here at KIPP Miami are really teachers that are here to love, support, and help the kids. Every time I say I need to meet the teacher, they call right away to see how my kid is doing.
It's just an awesome experience to have that connection with your child's teacher, and that your child know that you have that connection with the teacher. It's a better experience for them as well.
This school really takes the time to know you. It brings your courage, smartness, and everything that you would need to go to college.
KIPP builds the kids up to where they can learn more and more every day. When KIPP opened up, it was the best choice that a parent could make.
My experience have been fun. I would say that you have to keep up because we go to a fast pace, but it's worth it to get us ready for college.
Since the beginning of the first KIPP schools, it's always been KIPP to college. And now it's actually KIPP through college. So that has always been the mission, getting kids who wouldn't have those opportunities without a college education and really pushing them through. And KIPP has stuck with that.
I hope you enjoyed that video. We're going to jump into the next segment of our welcome meeting, which is, who is the Royalty Academy principal? And the answer is Principal Johnson. It's me. I want to spend the next couple of minutes just sharing a little bit about my story. I believe deeply in the power of story, and I believe that all of my family should be connected to me and understand why I do this work and why I will be in this work for the long haul, specifically in Miami. And so I'm going to begin with this picture of my grandmother. Every day my grandmother told me, no matter what, always remember you are powerful, you are brilliant, you are beautiful, you can do anything, and this world is yours as long as you remember that you can do anything. My grandma had these affirmations for me every single day because I had the special pleasure of driving to school every day with my grandmother when I was in elementary school. And we would talk about all the things under the sun. We would talk about music and school and what was happening in the world and boys, everything. It was a space for me and my grandmother to just bond. And every day we would drive and we would end up here at Paul Lawrence Dunbar Elementary School in Overtown. This was my elementary school, and I love this school. I always felt special for attending Paul Lawrence Dunbar Elementary because my grandmother worked there for 35 years. She was a special educator there. And my mother also went to Paul Lawrence Dunbar Elementary School. And so this school has raised generations of women in my family. And at Paul Lawrence Dunbar Elementary, I felt loved, I felt cared for, I felt known, and I had powerhouse teachers who knew about me and cared about me deeply. And so I learned about what it meant to be a young black girl in Miami, and I learned really rigorous academics as well. It was a marriage between my identity, my culture, and my education. One thing that I really love about Paul Lawrence Dunbar is that they had a lot of pride for the school, and I had a lot of pride for being from Miami. I always say I'm straight out of the 305, I'm maiden day, and that's something that I take a lot of pride in because of my elementary school experiences at Dunbar. In addition to Paul Lawrence Dunbar, I spent a lot of time in Liberty City. My family church was Mount Calvary Missionary Baptist Church, where Reverend Samuel Atchison presided, and I loved going to church, I loved being in this space, I loved learning about Liberty City. It really cultivated who I am today. And last but not least, I'm a product of Miami-Dade County Public Schools. Born and raised in Miami, I went to Paul Lawrence Dunbar and then transitioned to Lawton Childs and then ended up at Miami Lakes Educational Center. And all of these schools have ingrained in me what it means to be educated in Miami. And led to my journey to KIPP. Because of my education in Miami, I was the first to become to and through at the University of Florida. Go Gators. I am a diehard Gator fan. From there, after getting my bachelor's degree, I actually moved to Tulsa to teach. And I fell in love with teaching in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's a little strange, but just go with me on the journey. After Tulsa, I moved back to Miami and I started teaching at Jose de Diego Middle School, a school that I have a lot of love for because it taught me what it means to be a really amazing educator. It has a lot of veteran teachers that is all about the work. After Jose de Diego Middle School, I wanted to venture out beyond the confines of Miami, and I ended up in Chicago, where I led teams of teachers, first-year educators in understanding instructional excellence, and I moved to Philly to continue that work. And I also started to do diversity, equity, and inclusion work in Philadelphia. And then I started hearing all about KIPP. KIPP. A lot of my friends talked to me about this organization, and so I went to check it out. And I ended up at KIPP, New Jersey, where I was the assistant principal of instruction. And I learned a lot about what it meant to teach and learn for black and brown babies at a very high level. And I heard about KIPP Miami opening, and I packed my bag so fast and became the founding assistant principal of the first KIPP Miami Elementary School, Sunrise Academy. Next to Miss Layla Bravo, who's the school leader of that school. And I have a lot of love and respect and responsibility for Sunrise Academy because my nephew attends Sunrise Academy. He is a founding kindergarten friend and he loves KIPP, and he will be with KIPP from kindergarten through 12th grade. After just 1 year of success at KIPP Miami Sunrise Academy, our first school, we had a wait list of kindergarten KIPPsters. 173 kindergartners on our wait list. And for me, that asserted for me that it was the right time, the right place, and the right community for us to start our second school. And so that was a little bit about me. I'm Principal Johnson, the Royalty Academy principal, and I'm excited to get to meet each of you individually as we go on this journey from kindergarten through college. We're going to jump into this vision of the school and the values of the school at this time. As I'm sharing the vision for Royalty Academy, I want you to be thinking about what resonates with you. What aligns to your hopes and your dreams for your child. So let's jump in. Welcome to Royalty Academy, where young kings and queens learn and grow. So the first question I always get asked about my school is, why royalty? And it's pretty simple. The word royalty refers to the status and power of a king or a queen. It refers to the most successful, highly regarded members of a particular group. And at Royalty Academy, we believe that every single child that walks through our doors is a king and a queen and should be treated as such. And so, Royalty Academy was birthed. And our vision at Royalty Academy is on the screen. In everything we do, we believe in magnifying the brilliance in every KIPPster. We realize that every KIPPster who walks through our doors has limitless potential. So we create culturally relevant spaces where community, pride, empowerment, and revolutionary love are at the center and at the core of our learning. We want our kids and our kings and our queens to feel love and joy and empowered, so they leave our school knowing that they truly are royalty and can do whatever they want. How do we do that? We live out our 4 values. The special thing about KIPP is every single KIPP school, we're under the same umbrella of the Knowledge is Power program, but we all have our own identity. And our KIPP identity is really focused on the values of our school. And so Royalty's identity will be focused on these 4 values. The first value is revolutionary love. Revolutionary love is a special type of love. I always say it's the type of love that my grandmother gave me because she celebrated me, she affirmed me, and when I had issues, she challenged me directly to make sure I was living up to my limitless potential. And so at the root of revolutionary love really and truly is high expectations for every king and queen in our care. Once our KIPPsters at Royalty experience revolutionary love, we can jump into our second value, which is the value of community. And at Royalty Academy, we believe that true community activates joy, inspiration, and power. We want our KIPPsters to continue to understand that they have community and power by our 3rd and 4th values of empowerment and pride. And at Royalty Academy, empowerment means to develop the academic and social emotional skills necessary to live the life that you want. Empowerment means that we build each other up, we never break each other down. And last but not least, my favorite value is the value of pride. When I told my story about Dunbar, I smiled because I love and I have a lot of pride for Dunbar, and I want my kids and the Royalty families to feel that same way about their elementary school. I want them to go hard for our school. I also want them to understand that pride and being strong in your identity and knowing who you are and where you come from is actually a superpower. And they will start that in kindergarten and continue that pride beyond. And so these values are great and we love them, but what they look like in action is really important. The value of empowerment looks like KIPPsters and teachers leading the learning. The value of pride looks like KIPPsters reading books on the carpet during a read aloud with characters that look just like them. The value of community looks like them working really hard in math and in science to solve challenging problems. And the culture that I'm trying to build at Royalty Academy alongside our team is this culture of community with kids and teachers. We give big hugs, we laugh, we tell our kids we love them because we truly believe that that is important, especially at the elementary school level. We experience revolutionary love, which looks like our kids making mistakes. We expect them to make mistakes, and we also expect them to restore harm with love. And last but not least, it looks like every single KIPPster in our building feeling like they have a place and a home at our school. That is true empowerment. And so KIPP Royalty Academy is going to be a special place. A place where our kids feel like kings and queens. A place where these words that my grandmother instilled in me, that you are beautiful, you are brilliant, you can do anything, will live ingrained in the way that we do the work at Royalty Academy. And so families, I want to welcome you again to KIPP Miami Royalty Academy, where young kings and queens learn and grow. So we're going to move on to the really juicy information, the welcome to kindergarten aspect of these slides. And so I'm going to start with our commitment to excellence. At KIPP, we believe that it's a trifecta. It has to be the teachers, the families, and the students all aligned in order to actually reach excellence for all of our families. And so we start with high academic expectations. We believe that all of our KIPPsters will have choice-filled lives and they can get to and through college if that's the choice that they want to make. Then we move on to high behavioral expectations. We cannot teach in a class that's chaotic, and so we understand that we have to push ourselves to understand that all of us will learn, and we have to have expectations around our behavior and our culture in our school. And last but not least, we believe in support. High teacher support and high family support. At Royalty Academy, our commitment to excellence is that we will continue to build a bridge between the home and the school. And so, how can families actually live out the school values? Like I said, Royalty Academy will be based on the school values. Everything that we do will be about revolutionary love, community, empowerment, and pride. And so for families, I'm going to talk to you about what that can look like. Revolutionary love for families looks like bringing your child to school every day on time. That is showing the most love that you can, because that's showing them that you care about their education and you want them to learn and grow. And so school begins at 7:30 a.m., you are tardy at 7:46, and it ends at 4 p.m., with the exception of Wednesdays when school ends at 1:30 p.m. because we have early dismissal. The value of community for families just looks like staying involved. Stay connected with the teachers. Text them, call them, ask questions. Our teachers, you will have our teachers' phone numbers. We expect and we love that. Attend our Saturday schools. There will be 2 in the whole year. We'll talk about that more in a moment. Attend our family nights. You can volunteer in class if you have the time. And you can come to our shows and engage in our field trips. These are all ways to show community as a Royalty Academy community and stay involved. Empowerment. Empowerment is all about the academic and social emotional skills. So at home, that looks like helping your child complete their homework each night and sign their behavior sheet daily, so you know what happened in school. And so read to them daily, check the classroom dojo so you know what's happening. Have daily affirmations with your child. Tell them that they can do anything, they can learn, they can grow, you love them. And last but not least, have a check-in conversation after school. I do this with my nephew, and it's something that allows me to understand how his day went. And it's quick. A couple of questions: how was your day? What did you learn? Who did you play with? And kids really get talking. You can hear how their day went. And last but not least, showing pride. Wear that uniform daily. Our uniform is a navy blue polo with the Royalty logo on it, khaki or black bottoms, closed-toe shoes, and make sure they have that book bag. These are the ways that you can show our values of revolutionary love, community, empowerment, and pride. So let's get into some juicy information in terms of dates. The first day of school for kindergarten is Monday, August the 17th. All of these days will be half days from Monday through Friday. You will arrive at 7:30 and you need to pick your child up by 1:30. The first full day of kindergarten is the following week on Monday, August the 24th. These are full days, so arrival starts at 7:30 and dismissal is at 4 p.m. And last but not least, there will be 2 Saturday schools for families and students to attend together. And this is just a time for our entire Royalty Academy community to learn, to grow, to engage in really fun activities. And those dates are coming soon, but all families must attend these 2 Saturday schools throughout the year. So let's talk about location. I've been getting this question over and over and over again. And so I want to start with our permanent location. As you can see on the map, Royalty Academy will have a permanent location that is within the Liberty Square redevelopment. We are excited to be partnering with them to build the school from the ground up and have a state-of-the-art building. That is going to be our permanent location. But while this school is being built, we will have a temporary location, and there are 2 options. The 2 options are here on the screen. The first option is literally right across the street from the community center, across 62nd and 15th. And the second option is a little further down the street on 79th. These are options for our temporary location, and our location will be solidified and an address will be sent out soon to all families. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me about them. Uniforms, like I said, this is the way to show pride at Royalty Academy. And our uniforms come from all uniform wear. Like I said, there's a navy blue polo, and you can have black or khaki bottoms, long pants or short pants, and for girls, they can wear skirts. This information will also be sent out via email, so you have the location, the address, and the hours. So enrollment. Our enrollment will be online, and it will open up March the 30th and run until June the 1st. How can you enroll? There will be an online link sent out from our Director of Enrollment, and it will explain step by step what you need to do to enroll. I'm going to quickly talk about what you need to have on hand in order to enroll your child fully and make sure you secure their seat at Royalty Academy. You need to have your child's birth certificate. You need to have the 2 documents that show your proof of address, like a bill or a lease, your driver's license or ID, your immunization records, your health records, the blue and yellow forms, and then any previous school records. So if your child has an IEP or a 504 plan, please have that on hand so we can make sure that they're getting their services from the first day of school. and how to schedule enrollment time. Once you click that link and you have all your documents, you can enroll right on the spot. And if you have any questions, please just call me, Principal Johnson. So, what can you do to set your child up for success in kindergarten? I get this question a lot when I'm talking to new families, like, what can I be doing with my child right now? I want to make sure they have the greatest kindergarten year. And so I came up with 4 skills that will really help your child be set up for success. The first thing is practice with them daily. But what to practice? Specifically, I call it the Family 4. You're going to get this document as well, but it details what you can do at home right now with your kindergartner to just start practicing the skills that they will need to be successful. Skill number 1 is to be able to write their first and last name. That skill is very important, and that's where we're going to be starting at in kindergarten. Skill number 2 is to identify and write all 26 letters of the alphabet. So being a KIPPster being able to sit down and say, this is an A, and this is how you write an A. This is a B, and this is how you write a B. That's a very foundational skill that will help them start kindergarten at a high level. Skill number 3 is to be able to say the sound that each letter makes. This is for KIPPsters who already understand and identify letters, and they'll be able to say that A is A, right? C is K, and being able to name those letter sounds. Skill number 4 is to identify and write the numbers from 1 to 20. And so these 4 skills I affectionately call them the Family 4 because I want families to be practicing these skills with their child daily to set them up for success in kindergarten. What else can you do? Stay engaged with us. We want to hear from you. We want to answer your questions. We want to make sure that you feel that you are cared for at Royalty Academy. And so we do have some spring events happening. The first one is this virtual welcome meeting. The one in April, we're going to be having an art night. It's going to be May the 7th, where we have crown creation, snacks, music, and fun. We'll send the flyer out to you. In July, we're going to have a welcome barbecue, lots of food, lots of games, lots of music for all the families to come together and meet the staff. And last but not least, in August, we're going to have back to school night. This is a time for you to meet your child's teacher, to walk through our classrooms, and to learn some learning games that will help. And so stay involved. There will be emails and text messages and flyers sent out for every one of these events, and we want you to come and show your royalty pride. And so, speaking of royalty pride, another way you can stay connected is via social media. We live in a digital world. I'm very aware of that. And so, if you have Instagram or Facebook, please follow us at KIPP Royalty Academy. And you can also follow at KIPP Miami. These are our Instagram handles. They're also the same on Facebook. Follow us, and if you have any questions, you can actually message on there, and I'll be able to see it as well. So, next steps. Families, this is what we need you to do to make sure your kid is securing a seat at Royalty Academy. First, make sure you gather your documents for enrollment. Second, make sure you complete online enrollment by June the 1st. That link is going out by Mr. Shaka Ishmael, and you'll be able to complete online enrollment. And then attend our Royalty Academy spring events. Come to our art night. Come to our welcome barbecue. Get some food. Meet the teachers. Meet me in person. I'm excited to meet the babies. And last but not least, work with your KIPPster on the Family 4. Practice those skills of writing their numbers, writing their name, writing their letters, and those letter sounds. I promise you, if you put in the work now, your kid will be eons ready for kindergarten. And so, this is the end of the presentation. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. A lot of you have my number. I've been texting and calling you. If you don't, like I said, follow us on Instagram, shoot me a message there, and we can connect. But my email address is kjohnson@kippmiami.org. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I am here for you, families. Thank you, Royalty family, for engaging in our virtual welcome meeting. I cannot wait to meet you in person on the first day of school. I cannot wait to meet you in person during our spring events. I love you. Bye.